Good morning, boys and girls. You should be in your Word workbook, on page 28. We're looking at the Y plus endings in the top corner. What that means is that we're looking how to add ER and EST to words that end in Y. So I want you to look at the three cats up here. The first cat is fluffy. Remember, this is a long E sound. The second cat is fluffier. And the third cat is fluffiest. It's the fluffiest of all. Now, the Y at the end was changed into an I when we added the ending. So the Y changes to an I when we're adding the ending. So remember that ER at the end of a word is when we're comparing two cats. So if I'm comparing this cat with this cat, I can say this cat is fluffier than that cat. If I'm comparing three cats all together, I say this is the fluffiest cat of them all. So now let's look at number 1. Tick is hungry. Hungry. So we're going to trace H-U-N-G-R-Y. That Y is going to say the E sound because it's separated from the vowel, the U. Hungry. Now, out of tack and tick, tack is hungrier. You see she's got 2 apples and 2 pears. She must be hungrier than tick. So we're tracing H-U-N-G-R. And then instead of a Y, we've changed the Y into an I and add ER. I want you to say that. Change the Y into an I and add ER. Now let's look at number 3. Oh my. Talk has so much food. So Talk must be the hungriest. That's H-U-N-G-R. Change the Y into an I and add EST. We changed the Y into an I. Hungriest. Now let's look here. Lily is very what? Happy. H-A-P-P-Y. I know that my Y is going to make the E sound because the Y is separate from the other vowel. Happy. Now, see, she's got just a nice little smile. Now, between her and Hot Rod is happier. His smile is bigger. Happier. H-A-P-P. We're going to change the Y into an I and add ER. Happier. But out of all 3 of them, Cass is definitely the happiest. H-A-P-P. Change the Y into an I and add EST. Happiest. Cass is the happiest. Let's turn the next page. So now we've talked about how Y can be a vowel when it appears at the end of the word, okay? Let's talk about the end of words when they end in A-Y together. Oh, let me change it. A-Y together. So you should be looking at the top. When a word has 2 vowels together, A and the Y next to each other, because remember, Y is a vowel when it's at the end. The first is usually long and the second is usually silent. So this is like 2 vowels go walking. So my A does the talking and my Y is silent. So when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking and says his name. So this word is play. Play. Now, for most words, you would add the end in Y. You would change the Y into an I and then add your ending, right? Like happy, happier, and happiest. However, if it has two vowels together, we would not playing, right? We just add the ing. So we just need to remember this kind of spelling, okay? Let's look at Edabetta. She is very muddy. M-U-D-D-Y. Muddy. Muddy. However, Icky is what than her? He is muddier than she is. I want you to write muddier on your own. Muddier. When you finished writing muddier, let's look at, at Alf. Alf is the muddiest. Say muddiest. Muddiest. I want you to write muddiest on your own. And then we can look at these words here on the side. We have say, may, and play. They all end in AY. Then we have happier and happiest. And last we have some memory words for this week. This is down, to, work, many, and first. So those are words that we'll see this week in our lessons. And now we're going to turn the page because we're actually going to go to the next part in our word workbook and continue on. Because it's pretty quick. So, let me turn my page. All right, you should be on page 30. We're going to read aloud the words in the first box. Each word tells how funny or silly someone is acting. So, the word that means more funny, let's see here, we have funny. More funny is funnier, and the most funny would be funniest. Now, we're going to draw a line to match these words to the picture. So, the funny clown is this one. Then, which clown is looking and acting more funny than the clown with the green hat? So, I would say it's the one in the blue pigtails. And then the funniest clown has the balloons, is doing a little dance. So I'm drawing a line there. Funniest, okay? For each box, you should read the words, look at the pictures, and draw a line from each word to the picture that best describes it. So I'll give you a hint. The first word is messy, hungry. Oh, I can't draw on it down there. Hungry, and sunny, okay? So you're going to draw your own lines. And then our last page here. Now, what you can do at home is you can cut out your own pictures. Remember, the easy way to cut it out, if you'll start cutting on the bottom. Oh, I didn't change it to a PDF. Let me show you. If you start cutting on the bottom, cut here first. I don't know why it's not. There we go. So you're going to cut up this line. You cut across, and then we're cutting down, okay? Then you'll have this whole piece cut out, and then you can cut across, across, and across. All right, make sure that you lift your page up so that you don't accidentally cut the next page on it. And then you can glue, or if you don't have any glue, you can just set them in the spots that will answer the next two in the row. So we have Tick is very grumpy. This dog is very spotty. And this banana peel is very smelly. So you're going to put it down and then you can take a picture or you can glue it if you have it. And that's all the word work for today. I hope you had a great Easter weekend. We'll see you at Zoom at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.